So hello everyone and welcome to DC Ultras, your one-stop shop for all news related to DC. And finally we are back again with another Peacemaker podcast, this time season 2 episode 7, that is the penultimate season. And finally we are going to the season finale that is named as Full Nelson, and today's episode is named as Just Like a Kid in the Sky. So that's the last episode, I hope, from Earth X, if I am not wrong. That's the last episode we saw from that dimension. The episode begins by, we will see that Peacemaker is stuck with Emilia Harcourt in the Argus 2, and Emilia Harcourt 2 is there to hunt them with the police officer. They kind of busted the police and ran out of Argus, and then we got the opening intro. So guys, it will be a like spoiler filled episode again, so it's a warning. If you haven't watched the episode yet, please let it go right now. Like this video, share this channel, and also share the video, subscribe the channel, and then go do watch the episode now on HBO Max or Disney Hotstar, Geo Hotstar if I'm not wrong, in India, and then come back and watch the rest of the spoiler breakdowns. So then we jump right into it. So then we saw that on the other hand, Vigilante 2 from that universe giving Vigilante of our universe the insights of what happened and how Nazis have won World War II in this universe. And we have seen that Vigilante is now going to save his only black friend out there who has traveled with him in this dimension, that is Adebayo. And on the other hand, we see that the chase sequence now continues where Adebayo is running away from all the white people who are trying to kill him down. And on the other flip side, she kind of was haunted and zombifiedly chased by those Nazis, but finally she went inside a pool also, not thinking of what to do and how to get out of the situation, hoping that maybe those people won't come in the water, but they do come in the water. But at that moment, Judo Master arrives there, saves her, and electrocute the whole water, and with those electric shocks, everyone who at least chased her to the water, they were dead. But finally Adebayo have escaped, but that scene could have been much elongated or maybe more precisely directed. That's a complaint from my end. That's the only time where I feel that the production budget or maybe the editing and the direction of the scene goes very wrong, because the way they have built it up the scene, it should have gone a little longer and it should have given us more chills than what it has delivered. So then we have seen that Adebayo now goes to a hideout where Judo Master is currently staying, because Judo Master is also a Chinese who is also not allowed here, if I am not wrong, in the Nazis world. So because they are the fascist person, not the communist. So Chinese and also the people of color and everything, the other generations, they are not being allowed here. So Judo Master came to know about all the things in the places of Earth X from the historical books, because we have seen in the Argus also my main camp, that is the book written by Hitler, is present in all the discs. And also there is a mural of Hitler in the Argus which we have missed, where Hitler was given the role of president of White House, and Nazi American flag was there also. So those were the things also Peacemaker missed when he first visited Argus 2 in order to meet Emilia 2. So that was a kind of a good Easter eggs to give us the notation, whatever we have seen till now, it was always there in front of our eyes and we have not predicted it. So then we have seen that Rick Flag Sr. and that person SAHA on the other hand went to meet someone from Lex Luthor's gang, who is aware of the portal, and that is none other than Simpson Hufferson, if I am not wrong. That is his character name, the person with the big mustache in the Superman movie also, who was the head of the Superman's computer revolution department. But later on that he was unable to close the rift which was wrongly opened by Lex Luthor, which was creating a rift inside Metropolis, which was being closed by none other than Mr. Terrific. So that person made a cameo here. First of all, he was asking Argus Rick Flag Jr., Rick Flag Senior, Rick Flag Senior, that what he will get if we help them. But on the other hand, Rick Flag Senior said that he won't be getting anything, only Lex want him to help. That is the reason he has to help, and that's proof the, like, what will I say, the control, the power and the means of Lex Luthor over his people in this universe, because once he's heard that Lex want him, he is doing it obediently without any questioning. But on the other hand, Rick Flag Senior actually likes when he finds out about the like current portal location of Peacemakers, that is Peacemakers, that is situated in the Vigilante's closet down the road of his house. And he also mentioned there that in this closet, if you see properly, you can find that this closet is not about the things and everything. This closet is a permanent shift in the black hole, and it remained open even if we have crossed it. And like the Superman one, it would have closed after a few seconds, but this one don't. So this is the insight of like a better alien technology which Peacemaker's father August Smith has found, and they were using in order to get to the dimensions and everything. So that's Argus door, like Argus like level trait or technology which Argus would like to explore down the road, and that is what I think will be the final episode. And on the other hand, we see on the Artex now they are again trying to escape, where like Keith was called back by his father, that is August Smith, because Keith actually thought that he should also be there in the Nazi gang in order to help the other people to kill Larry Bio, but he was being called back because his father thought there is a bigger problem, as they came out to they came to know about his son's dead from another than Johnny Economos. In the other episode, when he was stabbed in the hand, he actually spilled it out that his son is actually dead right now from that earth, and a dimensional Peacemaker has replaced him, and they are also here to, in order to take him back. So those are the stories. And also we are came to know that White Dragon has once also went the same route, and Blue Dragon met him. So that is how he knew about the dimensions and multiverse of these characters and every people out there from a very beginning. So then Keith was being said in all the story where he was like sobbing in the what will I say, tears when he came to realize that his brother is dead. But on the other hand, we see that Peacemaker and this person Emilia Harper also arrives in the same location where like Ali Bio and John Economos should have been. But when they came there, they saw that they have already been like captured by the police, and police were like surrounding them all over, and they were kind of being hunted down. But on the hand, like Blue Dragon turns up with his suit and everything, and we see the dynamic duo, not the trio but the duo fight like with Keith in his armor, and also the White Dragon. His suit was fantastic if I am not wrong. So they were fighting with all the police, and they have killed the Argus people there in order to may help this dimensional Crisp and Emilia to run away, because if they are caught, it will be found out that there is a dimension portal inside August Smith 2, that is Blue Dragon's house, and that will create a nuisance down the road and the society, and they will be also upheld responsible for that. So in order to hide that, August Smith helped them to run away. He takes them to his home, and he said that you guys can like stay here, but now open the portal and go back to your portal, and they will come back to our portal. And when they went there, they also see that the Alibio and Judo Master also arrives there with the two, both the what do you say, Freddy Stomach, that is our vigilante, that those two VFX and the way they were talking to each other, and the chemistry between them, that was fantastic. The peak point TRP of this season, I will say. And like they also came out to help and find Adebayo, and they found that Adebayo is now perfectly fine, and she is being saved by Naga and Judo Master. And then they went inside that home where they actually have to meet Peacemaker and Emilia Harper in order to went back to their own dimension. So when they went there, on the other hand, we see that Keith was furious in order to see that his father was letting Peacemaker go away from the dimension, and that is not a Peacemaker from their universe but a Peacemaker from our universe. And who is the Peacemaker who has killed his father's own son? But on the other hand, the Blue Dragon, that is Kid's father, stopped Kid from murdering this Peacemaker because he said that whatever he has done, it may be of a accidental reason, but don't kill him or don't stop him because he don't have any problem or he didn't have not committed any crime. Maybe our versions of this, that is Peacemaker 2, was a very rude, violent man, and that is the reason his action has brought him the fate what he has faced, and he has died. So that's when we saw that actually we found out that Blue Dragon is not a Nazi. They are kind of a good person, good-hearted person in that Artex. But when like we were very much emotional and also very much like seeing the opposite kind of a character of August Smith, we saw that Vigilante came from behind and killed that like Vigilante 2, who is actually the leader of Sons of Liberty in this universe, who were fighting against the Nazis. They came there and killed August Smith 2, that is the father of Peacemaker in that dimension. And then we see that Eagly also attacked Keith, who were trying to like stopping all the other people from going away. On the other hand, we see that Argus team also arrived there in order to have an investigation, and when they found there are blast going on inside the house, they went inside and in order to try to stop them. But on the other hand, we see that they can somehow escape the portal, and finally Vigilante 2 helps with a like we say cartwheel swing and closing the door so that they escapes properly from that universe and no one should follow them. On the other hand, we see that Keith was brutally damaged, or maybe I will say injured, and also Emilia Harcourt from our universe wanted to kill him permanently by shooting in his head, because she thought that if he is alive he can come back anytime in the down the future in the multiverse, and they can be haunted by him. So in order to make themselves safe, she wanted to kill him, but she was being stopped. And then we see that Keith is taken now by Argus team to the hospital, and we saw the team is back now in Vigilante's house, and that's kind of the end of the episode for this series. But on the other hand, we saw that Argus from our universe is also there, present in front of Vigilante in order to hunt down Peacemaker and the whole team. But we saw that Judo Master also helped Peacemaker in this scene, as Peacemaker surrendered himself and gave away the alien technology which he has in order to open the portal. And he said that it was not me, it was the 11th Street guy, or maybe the people who were present here with me inside the dimension. They went there, they convinced me, they bring me here. They were the one who have to be avoided or rewarded by Argus, because they helped the police also in order to catch me. And it was never me who helped them, and I am the one who is guilty, so I will be inside the prison. So now, after being surrendered, Peacemaker is now sent to a prison. Which prison I am not sure. I think it can be Creature Command of the prison again, where he was with Bloodsport, and this time we can see also the Creature Commando's live action character, if I am not wrong, because there are huge cameos expected at the end of this episode also, and at the end of this season. So we saw then that Peacemaker adios, goodbye to his friends and all those friends now. So that's kind of the end of the episode for this season, penultimate season. And we see that at the end, Peacemaker was crying and sobbing as he went through all the pains and childhood trauma, where he saw his brother Keith kind of lying dead in front of him again, and that gave him the past experience back, that when he accidentally killed his own brother in his own earth, and he was unable to digest the fact that his father was a good person there, and his father was the person he always dreamt of he should be, and he was there, and he was being killed wrongly by Vigilante, and for their own doubt and everything. So that caused a kind of a retrospection in Peacemaker's mind, and now he is totally damaged and broken from inside, and he has thus given up on all his duties and all his dreams and all his lives and everything, and he don't want to be a free man right now. He has moved inside the cells and with Argus, and he is now surrendering, and he has lost his battle morally and mentally, because he is now down and out, thinking that he has ruined everything. All the things he has touched, all the people he has always been with has already died, like his father from both the dimension, his brother from both the dimension, and also like Reflexinia from our dimension, and even the Peacemaker from that dimension. So that is how a very emotional ending to the episode. John Cena has done exceptionally well, like in the acting and in the emotional sense. His like tears in the eyes has convinced us a lot and make us feel, and with the background and everything direction, it has connected with the audience. So from my side, it was one of the important and one of the great episode of this season, and I will give it a clear 4.8 rating. But I hope it could have been a little better without those early bad edited scenes of the revival chase. But overall, it was fantastic, and at the end of the episode, we see that Argus is still working with the Simpson Lombard person, and he is actually also a porn addict, and he is actually helping right now the people of Argus in order to find out all other dimensional portals in the metropolis or in the Evergreen City or all over across USA or the world, and he will be maybe as rehired maybe by Reflexinia in order to find out those dimensions, what has to be explored, and where maybe I think they will be explored, because Reflexinia want to find Reflex Junior alive in any of the dimensions. So that is what I think will be explored in the last episode, and then we will see the penultimate in the ultimate episode, the different cameos for different dimension. I hope to see Henry Cavill at least for once in this last episode, if I am not wrong. But I like fingers crossed for those kind of a Batman or Booster Gold Easter eggs or Wonder Woman Easter eggs, or maybe a cameo. So let's hope for a best one in the last episode. Today's episode is also very short, like 32 minutes episode. I hope the next episode will be longer than that, and we can enjoy a perfect ending to a great season, great series. So that's my reaction podcast, and it was a whole breakdown with spoilers. So let me know what you think of the reaction. Until next time, we will be meeting again in this channel with our podcast in the next episode with the season's finale. So until then, hashtag DC Ultras.